welcome to the Lotus Goddess Divine Love. Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well, staying safe. Welcome back everyone. Welcome if you're new to my channel. I do Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flame Journey Charm readings. Let's begin, and just keep in mind that this is a general reading. So I took out the charms. Let's see what messages comes through today. This Divine Masculine has been keeping something from Divine Feminine for a long time. It has been weighing very heavy on their shoulders. They didn't want you to find out. They didn't want anyone to know the truth. But I see here that this Divine Masculine has been carrying a lot of things that they regret saying, they regret doing, they regret not doing. And they feel that it's time that they express themselves, that they share what they know, and they tell you the truth. So I'm going to start with what I see first here. The first lie here, so it's coming off as a lie. The first lie is that they made you believe that when you two separated, that they were fine with it. I see that you may have seen pictures of Divine Masculine after your separation, or heard stories, or even seen them in person, and they came across as somebody who was just, moving on in life, that they were happy, that they felt like their life had become better in some sort of way. And that was basically, it comes across in this reading as an illusion. This is something that they wanted you to see. This is something that they pretended to do. And not only for you, but they didn't want other people to know as well about how hurt they were when you two separated. Yes, this masculine made the decision to separate Divine Feminine with Divine Feminine at the time, but they were deeply in love with you. I see here that they were confused, or they were not understanding what this love or feelings that they had for you, what it really meant. But what they did feel was that they were lucky that they met you. They felt that you were a very loving and caring person. They felt very blessed to have met someone like you. They didn't know someone like you existed. And when you two separated, they pretended as if their life is fine, that they have moved on. In the beginning, they may have said something or shared something with you that made you realize that they still have feelings for you, but their actions didn't match their words, and you couldn't understand why. It's because at that time, when they had shared some sort of information to you about their feelings for you, or about the separation, or something like that, maybe not in so much words, but they had shared something with you that made you realize that they still loved you, but you couldn't understand why they had separated with you from that time. So another thing I see here, happiness is standing out a lot in this reading, and this one is like not pure happiness. It has to do with what Divine Masculine wanted others to see, and this started in the beginning. So in the beginning, when you two separated, the families, the friends, they all thought Divine Masculine had moved forward. They thought that maybe you two were not meant to be. Some family members and people that you knew, so mutual friends and things like that, they assumed that maybe it just didn't work out. Maybe they were not a match, or maybe they didn't love each other. So people just automatically assumed that that was the case. And that's because this Divine Masculine played it off as if they never had intense feelings for you. Someone may have approached either Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine here, somebody who is nosy, and they may have asked something about either your separation, or about did you two love each other, or did you love Divine Masculine, or did you love Divine Feminine? Like some question came in like that. So for whoever that resonates for, you may know, you may recall somebody asking you that question specifically, and if it wasn't you, they asked Divine Masculine because they were nosy about it. It's like one moment these two look like they were meant to be, and the next moment it's like they're no longer a couple. Like, what happened? So I see here nosy people asking questions about what happened or what took place. This question came in the beginning when you first separated from each other. A lot of emotions here. Divine Masculine, this reading is very emotional. They cried a lot in private. They were going through a lot of things emotionally. They didn't have the courage to say what they want to say, but they feel like you deserve to know the truth now. And the truth was that they loved you then and they still love you now. This Divine Masculine, they didn't have the courage to speak up in front of certain specific family members. And over time, they became very bitter towards these family members. They want you to know, they feel that you deserve to know that they didn't leave you. Yes, they made the decision to leave you, but this decision was actually pushed by specific family members. So the final decision, yes, was made by Divine Masculine, but it was something that they didn't want to do. They feel like they were pressured into doing that. That's why there's so much emotion here. And when the separation took place, they didn't want you to know that they were pressured into this separation from you. And they didn't want you to know that they were hurting also from it. So going back to Divine Masculine and this emotion, I see here they shed a lot of tears. This was something that went on for a long time. I see it as a long cycle. So it's not that they were just sad for like 1 year or 2 years. It was ongoing, and they still may be sad or upset about your separation because I see it as an ongoing cycle. So it doesn't matter what they do, where they are, wherever they go, and how many years have passed, this masculine cannot step out of that feeling, and this is something that haunts them. This is something that they can't get over, and it's because they know that that was not their decision, their choice. So even though they were the ones who told you that the relationship has ended, they feel like that if they had a choice, it's like they would have never done that. They would have never ended the relationship. But because of the pressure from the family, and I feel like at that time, this Divine Masculine, because I see your lack of strength, they didn't have the strength to speak up for themselves, so they went with whatever the family told them to do. But now as they got older, so imagine, like, say if it's 10 years down the line, now they're 10 years older, right? They have matured, they have experienced more in life. This Divine Masculine is like, I wish I had the strength then to say what I need to say, because now I would still be with my Divine Feminine. Now we could have had this beautiful life together, but there's this sadness. It's like, I not only did I end things for us, but it's like I made a decision that really, this masculine feels like they made a decision that not only affected like your relationship, but also affected their life as well. Like they were not able to build or to grow as much as they could have. They felt like if you were by their side, they could have achieved much more. They are hoping that you didn't get affected as much as they did from the separation, but they know that you deserve to know what really happened, so that if you two were to, because this masculine knows, I see here that they know that you're in your single season. So for whoever this resonates for, you are someone who is still in single season. You're not seeing anyone at this time. You have not met anyone new. This is a Divine Feminine who's completely single, and so is this So is this divine masculine in this reading. Did this masculine have a relationship? Yes, I think they did. I do see that they earlier, so like it may have been something to just like for them to feel like, okay, maybe I'll heal if I move on quicker, but it didn't help. I don't see that that relationship did anything. It just made things more like complicated and made things worse. So they decided not to date anyone after that. So there was one, I feel like one particular person that they met after your separation, divine feminine, but it didn't last as long, or it wasn't strong or anything like that. It just felt like they wanted that person to be someone who can heal them, but it didn't heal them. Like that relationship didn't do anything. I see it made masculine feel guilty. Actually they felt guilty for being with somebody else. So to get rid of that feeling, to get rid of that, for them that relationship became some sort of burden. So it's like, I need to be single. So after that they didn't date anymore. So they could have been single for a long period of time after that. Some cases, if they didn't date someone else immediately after you, they may have been introduced to someone. Like somebody may have tried to like set them up to meet someone new so that they can move forward, but that also didn't work. Yeah, I feel like some family member may have introduced divine masculine, or a friend is like, hey, you need to move on in life. You need to find love again. So somebody may have pushed divine masculine to meet someone, but it didn't work out. And they prefer to be alone anyways. I don't see they want to be with anyone in this reading. Over time they just feel like you deserve to know what happened, and it's because of these family members. This masculine, they wish that they didn't listen to the family. They wish that they didn't listen to other people's opinions. Could be one particular family member who's an elder that really didn't agree to your relationship. So it could be like a elder sibling, a parent, whatever the case may be. But I feel like somebody who feels like they have more of a say because of their age, because they're older. So that's what I'm getting here. If it's a sibling, I feel like they may be a little bit bossy, because I'm getting that if it is a sibling or a cousin or something like that, just because they're older, they may feel like, or even if they are not older, they come across as somebody who is like, yeah, a little bit bossy for whatever reason. It's like they feel like they have more say. Another thing I'm getting is because maybe they are married as well, so that family member may be married and they feel like they have more of a say in that way. But whoever they are, it's coming like as someone who is not loving as divine masculine. I see them as someone who's really bossy. That's the best word I can use, because it's like pushing somebody, pushing or making things go their way. This, I don't know what other word to use, but that's what I'm getting from this reading. That person just doesn't seem friendly at all. Is there a chance for divine masculine, divine feminine in this reading to be together again? I see that this masculine, they're going to attempt on trying to make some sort of move towards divine feminine. So this could be like moving in their area. So like this is a physical move, like they're moving like distance, because I see her travel by water, by flight. Like this masculine may move towards divine feminine. So what could have happened is this masculine could have moved away at one time and now they're returning home, or you live in a certain area, so they want to be closer to you, so they might travel and meet you, or they might move to your area. But I do see here some sort of transportation. They want to reach out to Divine Feminine. They're worried that the past will ruin their chances of reconnecting with you. But I see here that Divine Feminine, in this reading, you are happy with where you're at now, meaning that you've come a long way. And yeah, not everything is perfect in life, but you feel like what you have, it's like you're grateful for it. And I see that you know that things will get better. Like, you are very positive about your life. And when this Divine Masculine comes in again, I see a little bit of emotion here, because you don't want to get consumed with the past, like emotions of the past, like some emotions that are deeply rooted within, that are connected to your separation. They might come out a little bit, and you're kind of hesitant about communicating too much with Divine Masculine at first, because you don't want Divine Masculine to know that you're still hurt by certain things that happened during your separation. But I see here that it's only in the beginning, when you two first reconnect. Later on, I see that this Divine Feminine is going to see things a little bit differently, and see it as, yeah, maybe this is another chance for us, and maybe I should get to know Divine Masculine a little bit better, because if I've grown, so has Divine Masculine. If I've changed over time, maybe Divine Masculine has changed as well. So you want to get to know Divine Masculine, but I see it that you take your time. Like, you don't, it doesn't matter how much you live Divine Masculine. I see this Divine Feminine in this reading, you're not going to jump into a relationship. You're going to take your time this time around. So I do see here a little bit of a delay on Divine Feminine's end, because you're being kind of like cautious, because you're protecting your heart. See your protection of the heart. You don't want to give access to feelings, so you don't want Divine Masculine to have access to those feelings that you have protected all this time. I see here that you did clear out a lot of the old, but there's something about that deep love and emotion that you once felt for Divine Masculine, that intensity. It's like you're not going to tap into that emotion in the beginning. You're going to, it's like protected. I see you're protecting it because you don't want to get hurt again. And I see that Masculine is going to try to get that part of you out. It's like they're going to try to get you to feel comfortable enough to feel like you can express yourself enough to show some sort of emotion towards them. But I see that Divine Feminine, you are going to be very like guarded at first, and then over time there will be a little bit of, okay, let me just let down this guard and see what happens. But you're still you're taking small steps forward, but you're not going to like leap ahead. Divine Masculine, I see here that once they see you again, there's something about once they reconnect with you, see you, it's like they're going to feel like they want everything all at once. They're going to feel like they want that whole relationship to start over again with you, but at the same time they respect your space and the decision that you make. So this is the reading for today. I hope you like this reading. If you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and thank you all for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye everyone.